This is Hondo Carpenter from Spartan Nation, part of the Sports Illustrated Maven channels. And recently, new Michigan State defensive coordinator Scottie Hazelton talked about how he can rebuild a defense under the COVID-19 safety precautions, where players are literally all over the country, coaches are all over, and no one's back in East Lansing. So he talked about how do you rebuild and meet on the internet.
Right now, it's a little bit of each. I mean, as you try to call, Antoine Simmons, I FaceTime with him when we talked about his dog and his life and where he comes from and all those kind of things. So, or you get on a phone call with Shaq or X or something, you know what I mean? You're just getting to know them. And I think for us as a defense right now, that's as valuable as anything. Just building a relationship where, heck, I can say a joke about somebody in a unit meeting and it makes sense, or you can just get to know who people are, and hopefully when this calms down, you can start to have them over your house and get them to know your family. I think, because I think that's important for them to see where you come from, and you want to be able to figure out where they come from. So that would be some of the one-on-one. I mean, we've done unit meetings where we've had 56 people on the same video deal, and that's more overview. Hey, here's the defense we're installing today. Here's the strengths to it. Here's why we call it. Here's the weaknesses to it. This is the issues with it. Kind of giving the overview, and then when you jump into things like, hey, we're jumping into a position meeting. Then it's a little bit of both. You're jumping, and sometimes coaches are doing the same thing because House doesn't know that the guy's great either, so he's talking through. Just kind of like, hey, what are your goals? What are you looking for? How's the weightlifting going during this time? Do you have a place to work out? Are you eating? And I like to be in those too, just to be able to get to know the guys a little bit better. And put your spine on them a little bit. You kind of feel like, because you're not in the same room, but you're learning the guys, and then it goes down to teaching X's and O's, watching tape, watching technique, watching the scheme, and trying to get them to learn it. Really, some of those end up being like a phase one OTA in the NFL, where you can't go on the field, but you can install scheme and talk technique and talk, what assignments are and things like that. And the guys are learning it, you hope, and we just got to keep reviewing it, keep watching tape, because that's the basis of all the football is communication and the techniques that you use. Sure. And like I said, it's been a pretty positive for us, I think.
Hazelton certainly has Michigan State going in the right direction. Despite very difficult circumstances, he's making the most of a tough situation, and we applaud him. Make sure you keep it tuned right here to Spartan Nation for the latest on Michigan State football.